Hi there. In this video we are going to be taking a look and actually using this hydraulic trolley jack here. So this is the minimum height, which is quite important for many modern cars. Make sure this fits under your car at the minimum, and it does fit under mine. There were other models which they were actually too tall for my car. Yeah, the maximum, that's not so important, at least for me. Come on, camera focus. It's enough for changing tires. That's what I'm using this thing for. It says 2 tons and 2 swivel. Yeah, these are swivel wheels. These are fixed wheels. And yeah, adjustable lowering speed. We'll see about that, how much we need to actually adjust it while lowering. Let's get it out of the box and use it. Okay, this thing is out of the box and it's built like a tank. It has this plastic handle so you can carry it around. As I was telling you, these wheels right here also rotate. These are obviously fixed, and judging by the rust on them, yes, this is not used, but it's not new. We bought it a few years ago. Maybe we used it once, and yeah, now we are starting to change the wheels at home, so this will be used much more. Yeah, these wheels are metal, obviously. This is the main handle for it, which goes in something like this, and you have an extension which normally sits on this other side. These are some simple plastic brackets. I don't know how much they will last. The plastic seems to be quite elastic, so they shouldn't break, but don't count on it. And this thing locks in here like this, and now you can basically pump this thing. And yeah, what else? You can change this right here depending on what you need to lift. You have one of them which is a bit smaller in diameter, but it's a bit taller, as you can see. That's with these two values right here, 135, 150, and 342, 357. This makes the difference compared to this. But I'm going to leave this one for my car because I need it to be as low as possible. So yeah, that's about it. I'm not really sure what to tell you. It's really thick metal, so screws are really thick. This axle right here is really thick. It seems built really well. And from the experience with other Lidl products, they do have really good products, so should do the job. Let's use it and lift the car. Okay, just a bit of info about this thing from the manual. It has 90 milliliters of hydraulic fluid in it. This is the grade of the oil in it, and that's the maximum force that you can push on the handle. So that means 35 kilos actually. Or am I wrong? Force on lever 350 newtons. I was expecting it's Newton meters, but it's not, it's newtons. So okay, yeah, it's still 35 kilos, but yeah, anyway. So at the end of the handle you can put something with 35 kilos, and that's the maximum that it can take. It's not Newton meters because probably that is not 1 meter long. So yeah, I'm guessing, not really sure if I understand that correctly. Okay, before first use you need to pump it at least 6 times to make sure the oil is going through it. And here is telling you how to raise the vehicle. I will show you that directly. It's much easier, but if you need to read these things, here they are. So yeah, let's get to it. Yeah, not sure if I've shown you this. You might actually need it to make sense of the instructions. One important thing about this, they tell you in the manual that when you are lifting your car, you should only use this to lift it and then lower it onto some jack stands. So they are telling you basically not to keep your car lifted onto this thing, because it could, something catastrophic could happen and it could lose pressure and your car would simply drop. So this is just to lift it and then to put it onto jack stands. I don't have jack stands yet, so I will use just a huge piece of wood. Okay, so now you need to find your jack point where you need to lift the car. Make sure this is tight. You have at the end of this thing, you see that line right there. You use this to actually tighten it. So in one direction you undo it, and in the other you tighten it up. So make sure it's tight. Now put this right in here, rotate it and start creating pressure. And as you can see, that thing is starting to lift up and the car is also lifting up. Let me just check that everything is okay. Okay, everything is okay down there. So just pump this thing until you actually lift your wheel. And I'm not even using the extension now because I'm too close to the wall and it would annoy me, and I can still pump it decently with my hand, although I do feel I would like the extension. So yeah, wheel almost lifted and wheel is lifted at this point. And now normally you put jack stands under this thing and lower this and let the car stay on the jack stands, or you even leave this but lower it just enough so the jack stands are actually holding the car. You do not work on it with this holding it, because if something happens to this, your car is going down and it could trap your hand, damage anything. No, don't hold your car only with this. Use jack stands. I don't have any. I'm going to buy them, of course, but I will put a big piece of wood which will stay directly under this, so the car, if something happens, will lock onto the wood and not fall down. So be back. Okay, so I couldn't find one piece of wood that's the correct height. This is completely dumb what you see here, and don't do this. I don't have anything else at the moment. Again, jack stands, get them if you are using this for your car. I'm using this. I let some pressure from this thing, just enough that it sits on this, but this also is exactly at the same level, so basically it's kind of sitting on both. Yeah, not quite okay, but doing the job. Never ever turn this too much, because you could lose fluid, basically have fluid dripping down from here. So only undo it enough so this starts to go down, and then when you are at where you want, close it back up. And yeah, let's get that wheel off. Okay, so this is in. They are tightened by hand, so everything is closed and in position. And now I will make sure I lower it until this touches, but it doesn't support the weight of the car. So just to make sure it cannot rotate like this. And then I will tighten them fully. So to do that, obviously you get this in here. And I need to remove some of those, because otherwise it will not let me do that. So be back in a second. And yes, this will happen quite fast, so I should take my glove off because it's slipping onto this. Removed in the end all pieces of wood, but I need to be careful with this so it doesn't go fully down. and it's a bit too tight, so that's a problem. Yeah, need to do this with 2 hands. Okay, and now we are still holding the car a bit with that, but this is touching the ground, not fully holding it. As you can see, we don't have any tire bulge, so it's not all the way down, but now we can tighten these things in place. Now obviously let this down fully, and it was stupid of me to leave that connected, so you should take it out, but yeah, a bit too late now. And you could see the car going down, and the whole thing is down now, and I can take it out and do all of the wheels off camera, and then give you a final thoughts about this thing. Okay, so we are with this thing next to the last wheel. We did all of them, and this is working perfectly, exactly as you would expect it to do. Make sure you always put this thing where you should put it, under your car. You have a decent surface. This surface is not quite ideal for it because it needs to compensate and whatnot, but it does the job. Quite easy to operate, just need to be a little careful, and yeah, that's about that. I highly recommend you get this particular product. So yeah, hope this video helps somebody out there, in which case please give it a like, check out my other videos, and as always, see you in the next one. And yes, the wheels will rust because the paint on the metal part gets scratched, and I think this also had a bit of moisture where it was stored. That's why it's quite badly rusted, but doesn't affect its functioning in absolutely any way. So yeah, thanks again and bye. Okay, so I bought a set of these things. Yes, too late for this particular video, but you should have this when using the jack, or how it's called. So yeah, that's that. And they were quite cheap, $15 or something like that. Yeah, anyway, they are really worth it. So yeah, that's about it. Bye.